one of this best of 3 decider match between TY and Rogue. To the top right hand side, our blue Terran player. Give it up if you're cheering on TY. He's going up against the red Zerg, who he bested once today. Can he do it again? This in the bottom left is Rogue. Alright then, game 1 of this best of 3 Terran versus Zerg matchup. Decided to get this going again. In about 2 hours time, we start up with GG of the Year 2018 Group A. We'll be casting the rest of that Group A today. So that comes out in about an hour and 55 minutes. And after that, I'm actually going to be calling it a day. But yeah, that comes up in about just less than 2 hours from now. Again, that means that after this series, we're going to have, there's almost no way around it, we're going to have some downtime. As we get this ready to go. TJ Kerman, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. Says, Happy Christmas, please no ball for me. Sure thing, dude. But my wish is that you will add your events to the Twitch events section. Honestly, dude, I would, but it's just such a... It's such a shitty process. Like, if I could duplicate an event, I could be like, duplicate this event on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It'd be so easy to do. But instead it takes like, what should take like a minute, takes like 10 minutes. And it's very frustrating when I'm already streaming a lot and stuff like that. I know it's very frustrating, and it's definitely not ideal. I was thinking about trying to find somebody who wants to help do that for me almost, but like get someone to help me with. I was going to get someone to help me with social media stuff in general, because I think we could do a lot more cool stuff if someone was able to post clips. You know, if people were able to post clips and that sort of thing, you know. So, you know, on social media and stuff like that, like, there's just so much more potential there, but I really am so pressed for time, especially when I'm casting so much. Like, for example, yesterday, I came in at 12, I casted until 7, I was in here until 12 midnight doing YouTube work, and, you know, this whole month we've been casting like 8, 9, 10 hour days, and then doing admin work, making sure players are here for tournaments, YouTube stuff, working on sponsorships, deals, making sure the stream's set up properly, getting the right logos in the right place. I mean, obviously, this is just me making excuse after excuse after excuse, right? But it is 100% definitely something I want to try and get done again. It's just a matter of making sure I do it and do it consistently, because we did use it for a while, but it's tough. Again, like, it's one of those things that shouldn't actually take that long to update. It's just getting in the habit of doing it and keeping in the habit of doing it. But then again, it's just so frustrating when you want to add the same event like 5 times or something. That's a nice little micro between the Reaper and the drone. It's so annoying when you want to add the event 5 times and you can't make it just repeat. You have to actually edit in all of the info again. It's just so frustrating. That's what I really dislike about it. That's what really gets me. I'll try though. I'll try and make it my New Year's resolution. Thank you so much for the 4-month resub. Red Drawing coming down here from Rogue in the back of the natural. Feeling is going to run over and take that watchtower for a moment or two here. As you see, the few extra workers still on the way up. Single Zerg going to run in towards the natural expansion. A few Marines will come forwards and start to nibble down on that Zergling. So a little bit of damage being done. Command center going to drop in the main base. The factory drops down the tech lab, and more Marines just popping out from TY. With that Banshee and Cloak still coming in here. Obviously, TY is kind of moving away from the BCs as well. I like it though. TY has now come up with 3 different builds against Rogue so far today out of the 3 games they've played. So, obviously, I think game number 1 was that BC build. Game number 2 was the 420 Hellbat push. And the game 3 now, just a Cloak Banshee, which he actually cancels the Cloak on and turns it into a Raven after it was scouted by the Zergling beforehand. So, again, just a Cloakless Banshee then for the moment into the Raven. We'll see how that gets used as he transitions through. Meanwhile, Rogue gets the lair up. And Rogue, I feel for the first time, is going to be somewhat allowed to just play his game without any real shenanigans or anything coming through here. As we do have the Banshee showing up. Although he doesn't quite manage to pick up a drone. We'll get a little bit more damage done. Drone pops out. And we'll see again a couple of overseers from Rogue currently on the way up. As we do have some Marines, a tank, and a Raven from TY hanging out on the natural. We're going to see a set of barracks coming down. As a changeling drops in, command center drops into the main base as well. 4 extra racks are just fully into this bio play. Has the tanks early on as well to help defend and perhaps push with as well. I mean, Marines, Raven, tank push. So it has a lot of potential. The order turrets could come down if you see the opportunity to drop the anti-armor missile. That could work nicely as well. Tell you what, TY has been on an absolute streak lately, by the way. I didn't get to watch much of the Team League that was played out on Afrika TV, but TY was absolutely killing it over there. He's up to his Ligulac ranking to 4th highest in the world. Just to kind of let you know what he's done lately, and this is across just general events. So, in the last couple of weeks, he has, in the NetEase tournament, gone 2-0, 2-0, 2-0 against Hero, Innovation, and Impact. I just didn't even know what that tournament was, huh? When was that? 23rd of December? Wow, how did I not notice that at all? Korean qualifier that we just had no idea about, wow. Huh. Wonder who casted that. I'm going to have to find that. He went in the BJ Destruction Team League. He beat Lenok, Maru, Keen, Alive, Stats, Innovation, Zest, and Solar. Pretty crazy, actually. He also beat Lenok, Maru, Rogue, and Fantasy again. Like, he's really having a hell of a time, TY. He's playing very good StarCraft 2 lately. Very impressive. Huh, I'm interested in this tournament, which I've completely missed, apparently. That's so weird. So strange. Anyways, we do see Lings running in, surrounding a few of these Marines. Sorry. I am completely just baffled by the fact the tournament happened that I didn't know about. I'm like, what? How do you have a tournament happen that I don't know about? Like, I thought I knew about every tournament, ever. Apparently not. See some mutas going to fly in here from Rogue. And as we're going to be seeing some SCVs, going to be starting to take some damage. 2 workers picked off already, and we do see the medevac also taking a little bit of a shot or 2 right there. Marine's going to stem up in towards the main base, as these SCVs are going to be in quite some trouble as well. So mutas coming through. Rogue has choice to play muteless here right now. As we do see a push from TY on the bottom side though. Marines and tanks, I tell you what, there doesn't feel like there's much here to defend this. 16 Banes morphed in, joining the 10 or 12 or so that are already here. This base looks as though it's going down. Mutas, again, 6 SCVs with the third. Okay, the third base evacuated, not currently mining. Tanks setting up. I love that position, by the way. Really good position to just sort of set up here and to be very frustrating and just kind of minimize surface area. Swimming into the natural. Rogue's actually going to hit a huge supply block. Oh my god. Those Marines are putting in work. Lifts up as well to pull back. I mean, over here, there's going to be Banes running into siege tank fire all over the shop. Oh my god. TY is having a hell of an engagement. This is absolutely beautiful from him. The positioning all over the tanks. The Banes are just not able to reach a single Marine. And now it's only Lings and mutas left against still 10 plus Marines. That was one hell of a one-sided fight, purely because of the position of TY's army. And Rogue knows it. GG's out. Absolutely as much as I can about that, guys. In the meantime, let's kick off into Rogue versus TY, shall we? Game number 2. Sorry, I'll pay a lot more attention to this game, I promise. Which tournament is called? The NetEase X tournament? Next? I just don't feel like I saw anything about this anywhere. Yeah, it's called the NetEase X tournament. Very interesting. Very interesting. Alright guys, getting this set up though. The bottom left hand side, our blue Terran player is TY. And the top right, our red Zerg. We have ourselves a Jinair Green Wings Rogue. Morning, Black Spade Kamui. How you doing today? How's everyone doing out in the chat? What's up, Viet Angel? How you doing as well? But yeah, there's NetEase X tournament. The main event happens in January, offline in China. So I just asked about maybe casting that somehow from a clean feed or something. But the other thing that's obviously kind of important is the fact that there was a big Korean qualifier and a Chinese qualifier too. So I've asked if there's any chance of maybe grabbing replays or something from that. I'll also ask the guys that organised this event, because they know quite a lot about the Chinese scene. There was a really sick Korean qualifier that had 8 players, double elim bracket. It was really cool. So I'm actually really interested in maybe trying to catch... I'm really interested in trying to catch some of those games, if at all possible. I know it's obviously not always possible, but... yeah, would be really cool if we could, right? Like, would be really, really awesome. I mean, there's some sick games there. Basically, it's an 8-player double elim bracket featuring Hero, Parting, Zest, Fantasy, Innovation, TY, Impact, and Sue. Like, that sounds like a hell of a cool bracket to cast to me. Sounds like something we should get try and get our hands on, definitely. So I'm going to try and ask about this. Reaper here from TY is running up to the upper right-hand side of the map. Early game TVZ is having a little bit of a look around. Obviously dancing with this Reaper and the Lings, and again, nothing all too ridiculous. Just getting this set up in the early stages to try and deal a little bit of damage. A couple of Queens on the way out here from Rogue, as we see a third hatchery dropping down as well. Command Center from TY is also about to finish up. Wardy fired. Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's my job to know about every tournament because I try and schedule around tournaments and all sorts, and like I follow everything in StarCraft. Like, StarCraft's my life. The fact that the massive tournament just had, like, qualifier just happened, I had no idea. I'm like, what? Only in China, man. Only in China. You're good, just amazing how much awesome content putting out. Well, glad that you're doing good, Black Spade Community. So much lag doing well, just waking up. Yeah, I mean, this is content that I wasn't even meant to put out. It's just a fact of, well, just the fact that the English stream kind of disappeared for this, so we came in instead to kind of replace. Maybe just going to be hanging out in the center as we see a link coming down the left-hand side. So apparently there was no stream because when my Chinese contact said he actually tried to arrange a cast, but they cited business and sponsor exposure reasons, so it didn't happen. But he said he will see if he can get the replays, which would be absolutely incredible. If he can get the replays, because that's like over 10. It's like 4, 6, 7. It's like 15 best of threes with like top tier Korean players. That's going to be some hella cool extra content to cast. So I'm really down for that. That'd be sick. Anyway, sorry guys. I know I keep talking about this. Battlecruiser build on the way up. Let's actually focus on this TY Rogue stuff. I'm just very excited about the concept of more Korean StarCraft to cast. You know, like, you hear like there's like 15 best of threes that could be cast, and you're like, StarCraft? Feels like that's what we're heading towards, so. Battlecruiser dropping in right now. As you see the +1 missile attack and the Rotron coming up. Lair as well from Rogue in the upper right-hand side. A few Hellions coming in and picking up a Zergling kill. And Zergling hanging out on the bottom left with some Marines pushing over. So I like these Marines. They're kind of like a bit of a kind of look at me. This is not really very usual. He's going to send Marines to the left. Hellions are coming around the right. This poor Zergling misses everything. Somehow didn't see the Marines nor the nor the Hellions. Battlecruiser will be getting ready to teleport in any second now. I'm trying to find the starport. There it is. Sorry. So BC going to get ready to go, and we'll be jumping across the map pretty quickly here, I think. And there you go, as you see the BC. Jumps across it towards the main base. Hellions poking the front. These Marines just hanging out here as well to really try and just get something done. You see, trying to see what I can do. Not really many drones killed just yet. Good zoning from our Zerg players. We do see, however, Hellions on this base will find at least 6 drones. Maybe that'll be the end of it, though, because the Roaches are doing a good job of shutting down. So not bad, not bad. 7 drones lost so far. Just needs to keep this BC from doing too much more damage. We're going to see a Cloak upgrade started from TY. Is he really going to try and go into Cloaked Banshees after this? Wow, that's actually mind-blowing to me. He's going to play mech, so he might just want to play like BC Cyclone Hellion with actually Banshees instead of further BCs. It's definitely the possibility here is we're going to be seeing that Overlord taking a few more shots. What's up, Monty, and how you doing? You've changed the colour of your name. I wondered for a moment whose name was in pure white, but I'm pretty sure there's only one person with a pink bit badge and a purple VIP badge as well in here, so I was like, huh. But I think I figured it out, so go me. BC coming down the left as you see a few drones. Taking some shots, 5-6 workers going down. Make that 7. Make that 8 actually, as the Battlecruiser will escape off to the top right hand side. And again, these Lings just going to run in for a little bit of a counterattack, but there's Hellions nearby. I just love it, right? Like, TY earlier played Bio off of his Battlecruiser opening on this map. This time he's going to play that Cyclone Hellion. He is just playing it, just some great StarCraft, because he's doing similar builds, but changing up the follow-ups and all of that kind of stuff. Really, really awesome stuff here by TY at the moment. And as we do see, well, the Hellions and the Cyclones are going to start pressing forwards. Scan to come down to clean up a couple of these creep tumors. And just going to be seeing the Overlord taking a little bit of damage right there. So Overlord going down. And the Roaches are able to grab a little bit of damage onto that Hellion, as the Lings will run around the left-hand side here also. And Rogue going to end up running in towards the third base here. Ling's going to be under fire. Hellion's able to help clean that up as well. I get shut down here by TY. He just stopped his Lings from really doing anything at all on this counterattack. What counters Battlecruiser as well? The most successful start I've seen against Battlecruiser openings is generally to go in towards the Corruptors, but you need to kind of buy time to get to Corruptors. So a lot of the time you build the Roaches to counter and to distract and to sort of keep your, deal some damage yourself. Then you get into the Corruptors and you go from there. The thing is now, the Cyclones need, there needs to be Roaches on the ground to distract the Cyclones, otherwise the Corruptors will just get targeted by Cyclones and they will die very quickly. You see Rogue continue to pull back in towards the upper right hand side there. Hellions and Cyclones along the left going to try and pick up a few of these creep tumors. So a whole bunch of creep getting picked off at the moment. Some very well done pushing there by TY. That's a lot done so far. It's a lot done so far. TY still gathers some units up out in the center. With the Hellion Cyclone, you basically never want to stop pushing. Once you start attacking, you're just going to get damage done every single time. Walking onto a couple of these Overlords. So Overlord's going down here, and again, now Hellion's poking in towards that mineral line. A little bit more damage being done. Cyclones locking on again. I'm just going to be seeing the Roaches of Rogue continue to help to push this Hellion Cyclone army back, as we do have Banshees coming across the right-hand side. A couple of BCs going to head in towards the upper left. What's up, Vid Angel? Thank you so much for the 29-month resub. Keep up the good cast, Wardy, and happy holidays. Thank you so much. Do you already have a decoration on the tree, Vid Angel, or do you need one? Let me know. I'll get you sorted out after the game. Thank you so much for the 29 months, though. As the the Banshees continue to move around here. The BCs are still alive, right? They are just hanging out, coming over towards the left-hand side. So they're going to show up and get a couple of drones here. And they'll start getting a bunch of damage again. Transition into the Banshees. They have that hyperflight rotors, so they can get out of there so quickly all of the time. Just feels like there's just so much damage being done again and again here by TY. I mean, this is even more drones going down. Corruptors are going to fly in. BCs will just teleport away. There's still Cyclones pressing on the other side of the map. Roaches keep on dropping. Extra pickups here from TY as, well, Rogue is just losing unit after unit after unit at the moment. Crazy. A few SCVs go down across the map, but it's 5 SCVs while 8 drones were killed. Plus the fact that these Roaches are still going down again and again and again. And eventually it's just going to be a little bit too much. And TY will grab game number 2.